This is Scotty Silver for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm down here with the IBF Featherweight Champion of the World, Mr. Lee Selby. Lee, how you doing, mate?
I'm good, thank you.
All good. Back in Fuerteventura again, back in the new gym this time.
It's a lovely facility. Adam got a great place here. You know, it's nice to come out into the warm weather and finish off our training camp.
Well, I think last time I spoke to you, it was roughly 12 months ago.
Last December, yeah.
I mean, could you make it up, the 12 months that you've had since then? You was just about to announce that you was going off to America to fight with Jonathan Barros.
Well, no, I was in America. They called the fight about 30 minutes before I was due to step on the scales. So I got down to the weight ready to fight and they cancelled it.
And of course, out of pocket on that one, you had all the stuff that was going on with the Eddie Hearn and then the new promoters and everything. And then, of course, the tragic sort of circumstances leading up to your fight at Wembley. I mean, the year that you've had, mate, but still going into 2018, hopefully, fingers crossed, as the champion of the world.
That's it. Hopefully, I can get another win now. December the 9th. That'll be three fights this year, three wins across. Yeah, start 2018. That should be my big year.
I mean, a lot of people seem to be like overlooking Ramirez. Obviously, you're not, but all the talk already is about you fighting Josh Warrington or maybe fighting Cole Frampton. And we saw how close it was for Cole Frampton last week against the Mexican guy. Yeah. I mean, are you really switched on? I mean, do you listen to everyone when they go on about Josh Warrington?
I'm always switched on. You know, through most of my career, they've always been looking ahead to the next fight, but I'm always focused on my next opponents.
Yeah.
You can't take no fight lightly. The guy's unbeaten. He's ranked in the top 10 in the IBF rating, so you've got to be a good fighter.
I mean, do you look back on this year? I mean, obviously your last fight with Eddie Hearn, I mean, you was on right at the beginning of the night. I mean, what's the feelings now like with old promoters and that? I mean, did it sort of annoy you at the time?
No. It is what it is. There's no animosity, anything with me or any promoter in the world. Yeah. I'm happy to work with anybody, and I hope the promoters feel the same about me.
And then, of course, after that, you finally did get your rematch with Jonathan Barros. Yeah. Came through that as well. A really good victory at Wembley. And there seemed to be a lot of respect as well coming from like Cole Frampton's camp before that. Yeah. With the circumstances, the fight, just saying that heart of a champion and full respect to Lee. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be so much respect with the whole Josh Warrington thing. He's in every opportunity. He seems to be wanting to have a dig.
That's just the way he feels. I got respect for anybody who steps in the ring, and I got nothing against any of my opponents or any other fighter. If Josh Warrington wants to build some sort of like rivalry against me, he can carry on. I got the utmost respect for him, and hopefully I come through December the 9th. He'll be my next opponent.
Yeah, of course, Copper Box fighting under Frank Warren's promotions this time round against Ramirez, and he's an unbeaten guy. I mean, do you know much about him? Have you seen many clips of him on YouTube?
I don't like to sort of like study the opponents. I've had a quick look at him on YouTube. I like to just see whether they're orthodox, southpaw, if they're like a pressure fighter or a boxer. And Ramirez, he's a southpaw, and he can pile on the pressure, or he can box a little bit on the back foot. So I got some great sparring out here. I got Jazzy Dickens and Ryan Wheeler, two southpaws. I've done all my heavy sparring back home, mainly with Kane Stewart and Ryan Martin. So now I got these lighter boys, the faster boys here, just to finish off my sparring. I'll go back, work with my trainer Tony Borg on the pads and stuff, sharpen up, and then go to work December 9th.
I mean, featherweight division at the moment, it's a red hot division to be in. Apart from yourself, who do you see as the next best featherweight in the world?
Well, the featherweight division is probably one of the best in boxing. We've got some great champions. We've got Gary Russell Jr., Ramirez, Santa Cruz. In Britain, we got like Carl Frampton. So it's a great division.
Yeah,
I'm glad to be a part of it. Some big fights that can be made.
Well, when I was here 12 months ago, I witnessed some tasty sparring with you and Kid Galahad as well, and of course he's still making all the right noises. Yeah. How well do you rate Kid Galahad? I mean, he's still walking around thinking that he's the best featherweight in the world. Do you think he's at that elite level?
He's a very good fighter, but but he haven't had like a decent opponent to show the best of himself. You know, he's been boxing like lesser opponents. But I believe he can go all the way. He can beat some of the guys I just mentioned.
Yeah, we've also we've got a Facebook page as well for IFL TV, and we did open it up to a few Lee Selby fans just so that they could ask their sort of hero a question. And I've got one guy here, Ben Hill Flood, who says, "I've got a question for the Welsh Mayweather. Who inspired you to start boxing, and was there a particular boxer that inspired your style of boxing?"
First of all, I weren't like inspired into boxing. I was sort of forced into it by my dad. He's like a big boxing fan, boxing fanatic. Sent us down to the gym as soon as we was old enough, and the guy he always watched was like Muhammad Ali, and like all the old fighters, Muhammad Ali, Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard. So I grew up watching them, and I tried to copy them.
Yeah, old school greats.
That's it.
John Shaw, he says, if the fight with Warrington comes off, would you be prepared to fight him in Leeds, even though you are the champion?
Yeah, of course. I'm happy to travel anywhere. I think the fight probably sells best in Leeds, and they got the suitable venue. In Cardiff, the reason why I haven't been boxing so much there is the venue situation. You know, I've boxed in the Motorpoint Arena twice and sold that out. That holds 5,000. I think I've sort of outgrown that venue. And then the next one up in Cardiff is obviously the Prince of Wales Stadium, which holds like 90,000, and I'm not at that level yet. So we're lacking a venue, so Leeds probably makes the most sense.
So Copper Box Arena, December the 9th, points, stoppage win, or any win will do?
Anyone will do. Same as every fight. I just go in, just happy to win the fight, and then looking good comes second.
Yeah, Lee, as always, mate, I've got to say big thanks for spending a few minutes time, and I look forward to catching up with you in London, although it's going to be a lot colder than what it is over here.
Yeah, nice one.